Hey, howdy y'all, it's Namlife, Iwa, and Jeremy here in Flushing. We're going to take you on a food crawl of some of our favorite spots around the area.
So what we love about Flushing is how diverse and authentic all of the food here is. You can find Sichuan, Cantonese, Taiwanese, Korean, even Japanese food out here that's authentic. So we actually take our parents here because they're notoriously hard to please. And they actually do love coming here, and they always ask that we can do a Flushing food crawl because it really does taste like the food in Asia.
So if you ever want to feel like you're in Asia without copping the airfare, come to Flushing. We got a lot of spots to go on, so let's get started.
First stop, Corner 28 for some $1.25 Peking duck buns.
So Corner 28 is a market full of different stalls and vendors, so everyone can choose what they like. Let's go. Gone for our first stop, a little bit of appetizers. First thing is this lomaikai, which is rice, chicken, sausage, different vegetables wrapped up in a lotus leaf. Let's try this out.
Ooh.
How's that?
That's really good.
They hooked it up, they put a bunch of fillings in here. Nothing worse than when it's like 95% rice, 5% filling.
It's really good. The rice is really sticky and has all like the meat juices in it.
Yeah, the rice, when they steam it, absorbs the flavor of everything else, the fats and everything, salt, so it's a really umami flavor. Okay.
Next we have these steamed tiny pork fried buns. They're pan fried on the bottom, which makes this like nice crispy bottom. So you have both like the steamed top and then like the
Crispy bottom.
crispy bottom. I love when it's like a little bit thicker, like the bun filling. The ratio on this is really good. You got like the nice juicy meat, and then like the crispy and fluffy interior of the bun.
Now the piece de resistance, the Peking duck bun.
You can't go to Corner 28 without getting these $1.25 Peking duck buns.
$1.25, crazy good.
You've got crispy piggy duck skin and meat, and then scallions, cucumbers, and then plum sauce. And a fluffy mantou bun.
I especially like it when Iwa's lipstick is on there. It adds an extra dimension of flavor to the already delicious bun.
So I took our dad here, and he was ecstatic over how cheap and good these buns were. When it's got the Asian Dad seal of approval, you know it's fucking legit.
To our next spot, Joe's Steamed Rice Roll. So now we're at one of our favorite spots in all of New York City, Joe's Steamed Rice Roll. So Joe has been expanding all around, a couple spots in Manhattan now, but we always love to come to Flushing for the OG. Oh shit, boy. We got our Joe's shrimp roll fresh out the steamer. Inside we added an egg, scallion, bean sprout, and cilantro. You definitely want to get the bean sprout to add some extra crunch to it.
And so what makes this chong bun so special and different from regular dim sum chong bun is that fresh rice grinded daily secret house mix, and it's steamed in their giant convection steamers, and then everything is custom ordered, and you gently fluff it so it's very light, airy, chewy, delicious texture.
And it's good as fuck too.
Gotta add their house-made chili oil. It's fucking fire. It's so good. It's got lots of crunch and spice. It's super savory, but not overly spicy.
Damn, that's a lot.
It's not a lot.
Time to go in.
It's gonna be fucking fun.
You would drop the shrimp, so that's mine. I don't even want to talk. I'm just eating. So this shrimp rice roll with the egg and all the other vegetables on it was about $8. So it's definitely a really good snack between meals.
And the chili oil is free.
Clean Plate Club.
Always.
On to the next stop, New World Mall.
Third stop, New World Mall. So in Asia, it's very common to find some of the best food in the mall. It's not fast food, it's delicious treats, and definitely a lot of people go to the mall just to eat.
So we're gonna get skewers, dry pot, and then also a delicious Chinese hamburger. Let's go. That's us after the food crawl. Wow, we here in the basement food court of New World Mall at one of our favorite stops. So this place is so good, they don't even really need a name. It's just Chinese, Korean food. So love a business that can be, very to the point, all about the business. So what you get here is some skewers, and then they cover them with drugs, I don't know, something delicious, and then you eat them.
MSG and all the delicious things.
Yeah, it's gotta just be period.
So we got our meat skewers. Very excited to eat these. You can see there's some sesame seeds. There's obviously some cumin you can smell. Otherwise, it's a delicious mystery powder that we love.
Oh my god.
And the meat is so juicy.
Juicy on the inside, crispy and flavorful on the outside. Another one of our favorites in all of Flushing. So these skewers are bomb, and they're only $2 each, so you can get 10 to 20 and just feed on them all day.
Skewer party.
So the next spot, we need to get a little bit of fiber, so we're gonna hit up this dry hot pot spot. So this place is perfect if you're with a bunch of people or if you just need to eat a lot of food. It's $9.99 per pound for meat, vegetables, and then they fry it in some sauce and then put it in a giant bowl for you to eat.
Great value. We gotta get some fiber in. So we got some dry pot.
Basically all the fiber.
We got a shit ton of vegetables in here. We got lotus root, wood ear, gnocchi. Okay, so maybe just 3 vegetables.
Lotus root.
And we got some meat, but this is similarly cooked to hot pot, but there's actually no broth, so they just cook it dry with spices and mix everything together.
There's a little bit of meat in here. Got some fatty beef. Tadao.
And this is about $17, but you can load yours up as much as you want, and you can custom order and add it whatever you want to it.
Damn, that's bomb. Nice to get some vegetable intake, and it's really heavy on the herbs and spices. Not actually spicy, because
but it's super flavorful.
Yeah. We're gonna wrap this up, take it to go, and move on to the next spot. Hey.
So we also got Xiao Long Bao, which is this Chinese hamburger basically, and it's in a flaky pastry, and then we got pork inside, and it is so good. It's literally just a Chinese hamburger.
Step your game up, McDonald's.
But look how flaky it is. You got layers of like puff pastry, and each layer outside is like its own crispy strand. And it smells delicious. One of the best things about Asian snacks is that you can take them to go. So we're gonna eat this on the way to White Bear and get some dumplings. So let's go. Ready?
Alright, so now we're at White Bear, our next destination. This mom and pop dumpling shop is on the outskirts of the main Flushing areas.
But when you come here, the one thing you do have to get is number 6, which is 12 Shanghai wontons speckled with chili sauce and flakes and pickled veggies. It's so good. It's a little spicy, but not overpoweringly so. And every bite is kind of like a warm, comforting, warm comfort in a bite.
So the one unique thing is actually the pickled veggies, which I don't know about y'all, but I don't really see on dumplings very often. So that's a nice, unique little take on it.
It's nice because it cuts through the saltiness of the dumplings.
My mouth is so comfortable right now.
Let's see if I can eat this without smelling it myself. Whoop.
Skills.
It's so good. And it's all homemade. Like everything is homemade. The chili oil, the dumplings, all by the the two people running the show inside. So, Clean Plate Club here, just finished up from these dumplings, and we're gonna go eat some more dumplings at Nanxiang for some Xiao Long Bao. So we're at Nanxiang Xiao Long Bao, which is a more popular and trendy spot for soup dumplings, but we had to come here and get their color-coded Xiao Long Bao.
So usually when we eat Xiao Long Bao, you only get crab or pork as the options, but here you can get things such as scallop, Chinese squash, and even black truffle. So Ewa's gonna show you her prepping style, which is to give it a vinegar
Little
bath.
bath.
And then you could also do it Chinese dad style, which is just to put it in your mouth and eat it no matter how hot it is. Just let your mouth cool it off. What's your style of prepping though? Sound off in the comments because we're interested to hear. How is it?
Dude, I gotta put the whole
She
thing
went
in my mouth.
Chinese dad style, I think.
They're really good though. It's not like super fatty or really oily, which I think you can kind of like skirt into in some Xiao Long Bao places, but
Which one did you have?
I had the pork and crab. I went traditional.
Ooh, okay, perfect. I think the black truffle is more my speed. So I'm gonna go in on that. And I think I'm also gonna go Chinese dad style.
He's not even using his chopsticks, he's just using the tongs. How is it?
Hot.
It's cooling off in his mouth. But one other good thing about this place, I mean, you know the Xiao Long Bao are good, is that when you pick them up, they look like a testicle.
Not mine, but a testicle.
But they should be droopy. It shouldn't be so firm that like that means there's way too much dough and not enough soup filling. So just finished up here, Clean Plate Club, and on to New York Food Court. So we're at New York Food Court, which is similar to New World Mall, but a little bit smaller. There's actually a lot of Taiwanese vendors here. So I brought my dad, aka Bowl Cut Boss here, and he approved, so we know it's legit. So we're gonna try some Taiwanese grub.
Let's go.
We've eaten a lot today, but we always have room for some TFC. Taiwanese fried chicken at Taiwan Xiaochi. So they also have oyster omelets, oyster vermicelli, and even tou tofu. But we had to keep it classic with the TFC. It's super crunchy and crispy. You can see like from using the sweet potato starch or potato starch, depending on what they have. It just makes it like much more crunch than like regular coatings for fried chicken. And then they toss it with additional spices like 5-spice, white pepper, ginger powder. So it's a super flavorful bite in each nugget.
That is a crispy chicken nugget.
非常好吃.
Final stop, the bakery for dessert.
So we're here in New Flushing Bakery for dessert, which is one of our favorite places in the whole city, at Danta.
So danta is a Portuguese dessert, but it's really popular in Cantonese cuisine. So what it is a puff pastry filled with an egg concoction that's really sweet and delicious. So the outside is crispy and flaky, inside really gelatin and
Creamy
warm.
and warm and delicious. So good. So there's two styles, Portuguese style being more caramelized and crispy on top, and then the Hong Kong style that you see at dim sum has a more glassy top. So we got both. Oh, it is so good here.
The crust here is crazy flaky, amazing.
So creamy and delicious. It's sweet, but not overly powering sweet. That's what I love about Asian desserts, is that they're like not too sugary.
Fire. So flaky on the outside. Love it. Contained ourselves and didn't eat everything in the display, but if you're here and you need something sweet to finish, there's a couple other dessert options. There's Kulu desserts for more traditional Asian fare. You got tiger sugar for bubble tea, or you can even buy some fruit off the vendors on the street because it's always fresh, exotic.
Our dad was so excited by a deal on dragon fruit when he was here. He bought 10 and made us eat all of them. So yes, you can find some great fruit for a good price in Flushing.
Whew. I don't know about y'all, but I'm pretty full after all those stops. What was your favorite thing today, babe?
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go with the meat skewers. I could have like 10 of those in my pocket to just like snack on throughout the day. But what about you, boo?
The skewers were amazing, but I think I gotta ride with my man Joe because those steamed rice rolls, nostalgic vibes for me.
Always good.
So we hope that you found something that you liked, that was interesting, or next time you go out to Flushing, if we missed anything, drop it in the comments.
So follow, like, and subscribe for more food tours, traveling, cooking adventures, and just our general shenanigans. Next time.